Hey guys, it's Karma here again, and this is the long overdue and requested class setup video. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm on prison break. No, I'm just kidding with you. Anyways, um, search and destroy class setup. It's probably the most popular thing out of anything. People really don't care about domination or blitz. Blitz is pretty simple. So, start off with some search and destroy. So these classes basically I use almost on every map, I'd say. I'll tell you which ones I use when, like, only on certain maps and in certain situations. So let's start it off with this. Um, so these first two classes are my overkill snipe classes. I only use two. I don't use pistol snipes anymore. Reason being because overkill is so good. If you get stuck with a pistol, well, the pistol really only helps you get to a place quicker. I really don't care about that. Um, run pretty quick with incog. Incog is really good for pre-snipes where people will throw thermals. So like Killa yesterday, we played them. Um, we lost the map. It was a good match though, but they would always smoke front green, and I'd go crates with incog. So obviously they can't shoot back at me, but I couldn't shoot back at them because I don't use thermal. They probably have incog. So why use thermal if everyone is going to use incog? Everyone uses incog, I'm afraid. If you don't, well, you're probably going to get picked off. This class, same thing. It's a faster class with ready up, so overall the class is probably better. Um, but you're vulnerable to being shot through smoke, so you got to be careful about that. You can still play with it, like I play with it all the time, but you just have to be really aware that lots of people use thermal, and if you go to some spots, you're really easily visible through thermal. Whereas if you don't have thermal, it's really hard to see back. Um, a good example of this when you're in green. If you go green without using incog, I usually get killed by thermal. It's pretty lame, but that's how I like to pick people. So these classes, you're gonna see what 6 ARs. These ones are the same. That's just because I don't need that many. So basically, on every map, I have an incog with grip red dot, thermal red dot, and red dot muzzle brake with a stun nade. And most people like to have a pistol as their last point, but as you can see in all my classes, I use resilience. So that's when you fall off something, you can actually stay alive and take no fall damage. So it's like lightweight pro in Black Ops 2, I guess, or Black Ops 1. I don't know. That's a long way, but I use that in every class because I don't really like switching to pistols because if I run with a pistol, I usually get caught out, and I don't like getting caught with a pistol and then just getting screwed because, well, I had a pistol and not my AR. Um, so most of them have incog. Half them have incog, half them have quick draw. And the reason for this is because, like I was saying, Freight is a map where I kind of want incog most of the time, but it depends. Certain situations I won't use incog. Um, I don't really want to say because it kind of tells exactly what I do. But there's just certain situations that I don't need incog because I'm in spots where I probably won't have smokes in front of me, and if there are smokes in front of me, that's why I was stun and nade. That's pretty much my counter to smokes. Um, I think it's probably the easiest counter to smokes. Most people won't have tac masks, and if they do, well, they're really slow because they don't have lightweight. Um, but yeah, so incog, if I know that I want to be up in the smoke in their face, or just be really out in the open and not wanting it shot. So that's why I use incog. The quick draw is just to win gunfights, pretty much. That's really all it is because sometimes it's just really hard to win in search without quick draw sometimes. Um, Especially online, it's kind of difficult. So quick draw is really helpful. You're going to see this. I do use a strong arm class now. I kind of only started using it like 2 days ago. It's more for Warhawk, I'd say, if anything. I like to throw a strong arm stun, off the break. It's just nice. It slows them down. Um, Force them to use tac mask, if anything. And if they do that, well, most people probably don't use trophies now or blast shield. So it just makes everything a lot easier when you do that. Yeah, I waste a stun, but shit. I'm hitting someone, and it'd be better if there were two tacs, but we banned that. That's fine. One tax, I think it's all right. You can still do things with it. My last two classes, the bottom. So incog, smoke, lightweight. This is probably a class that almost everyone has. I'd say. If they don't, well, that's pretty crazy. You could take off the lightweight and put on maybe a grenade, and then like say have a pistol or another perk that costs 1 point that you want, maybe strong arm. It's whatever your preference is. I also don't have a red dot on this class. This is honestly just an online class, like a sovereign. Um, well, actually, both these classes are. This class just you can use it anywhere. This class is more of a sovereign map. Got some lightweight, so I'm not really slow. Got an aid and a stun, so if they do go to bomb sites or get away, I just go to areas that I need to stun them out. Got that. Then blast shield. Blast shield because sovereign. Nade frenzy. Um, or many maps, just it's just good to have blast shield now because no one uses trophies or blast shield as much in search and destroy because obviously there's not 8 nades coming at you. There's only a potential 4, and the chance of there like being 4 nades on their team are highly unlikely because people have overkill snipers. They have no nades or stuns. It's just how it goes unless you have a really weird class that's really slow, which is possible. I don't do it. Other people might do it. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, I like blast shield lightweight. And I like I said, I don't have a red dot. It's iron sight, grip, muzzle. Only an online class for myself. Other people I said, might use it on land. Not me. That thing is a cannon online. It's really good with steady aim. I could take out lightweight for steady aim and just fast class. So if I was gonna do that, what I would do is I put this my bottom class, make this just a marathon lightweight. Just run, and then I just class switch to the bottom one and have it as that with steady aim. But you don't really need steady aim. But steady aim on grip muzzle is really freaking good. So it's I don't know. It's up to you really. Um, Here I'll do domination quick. We have some domination classes. So this is probably the easiest thing to do. Um, that's this is the main class I use right here. I just made it. Muzzle red dot. I've started using muzzle a lot more lately. I'm not sure if it's because muzzle is better online or what, but muzzle has been really well lately. I've been doing good with it, so I'm just gonna stick with it. The just simple lightweight marathon steady aim. Pull that out if we're in a lead, or I'll pull out this class, make it right quick. A reflex stun nade if we have control of the map. Great class. Or if people are on a B flag and I need it, pull that out. If we're down, usually this is the class to use. A lot of people you see will use reflex trophy lightweight. It's pretty freaking good. It's just good in general. It saves your ass in a lot of situations. Trophies, I think, one of the most OP things. I think people really undervalue them. And the last class I would use for a sovereign strike zone or a freight domination would be this class right here, tac mask. Usually a break class. You don't want to get shot off the bat because you're stunned, so that wouldn't be fun. Um, quick draw, sleight of hand is usually my first perk. For my specialist on my submachine guns. If not, well, that's just because I haven't done them. Because these all were AR classes, so we'll just go with the flow and just see what happens. Okay, so I was saying these 4 Dom classes, I use them on Freight, Strike Zone, and Sovereign. These are really the only ones I use now. As far as Octane Dom, I'll show you which ones I use on that map. We can do that really quick. It's pretty simple, but it all makes sense. I don't really do anything that doesn't make sense. The only thing that's kind of weird is not having because now there's no double tack, so that's like an extra point you have. So you got to figure out something to do with that. So that's why resilience is weird having in the class. Could have a pistol, but I don't know. It just seems out of place. Okay, so I'll have 6 Octane Dom classes. Once again, I do the same thing for every map with an AR, except this one's a little bit different. So lightweight, quick draw on all my classes, except the only difference here is my first 3 classes have a trophy, and my last 3 classes have, well, now they have a stun grenade. So, and really all this is if I'm winning, I'm using these three classes. And the reason I have three ARs, each with a different attachment, thermal, thermal grip, red dot grip, and red dot muzzle brake. And the reason for that is because sometimes muzzle brake's not good on certain hosts, sometimes grip's not good on certain hosts, sometimes people throw smoke, sometimes they don't. I'm just always being prepared for that. Uh, this is because, well, I cap a lot of flags, believe it or not. Besides home flags, I really do cap a lot of flags and get a lot of caps on just like B-Dom usually. So I have a trophy. This is my like main class. I start off with it. The trophy works really well. Because on top of Teep having one, I have one. So even if I die, I can still pop a trophy. Crim Pat can get it. Teep can get it if he already uses trophy. Um, yeah, who knows? So these are probably the three classes they are the three classes I use when we're up on Octane Dom. Use these classes when we're down on Octane Dom or off the break, and really it's pretty good. I mean, I get sleight of hand right away. So after 3 kills, which is pretty easy on Octane in a row, you get sleight of hand. You already have lightweight, so you're not a slow little turtle. And you actually have something really good to work with. So I hope you guys like that. That was my search and destroy classes, my blitz classes, and my dom classes all in one. Um, it was pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's that's all I really use. It's pretty simple to be honest. There's not much you can really do with the game now. Sometimes I pop out a shotgun, FP6 on Sovereign. Sometimes a Bison. I only really do that when I'm host though. I haven't really tried to off host as it's not really as effective because those guns are really good on host. But the FP6 still works a little bit off host. It's rather annoying, but it's really not good in all the situations. So um, you know what? You live with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's a class setup video once again with Karma, and I hope this helps you guys and you get a lot more freaking kills. All right, peace, guys. The interruption. I kind of made a mistake in that video. I left out the blitz part. So the blitz part of my classes will be this: two classes. Just gotta sneak it in right quick. Act like it never happened. Um, Lightweight agility, marathon steady aim, quick draw, sleight of hand as my specialist, and then the other class would be the same thing with tac mass, but I really didn't want to leave these two out for you because I said I did my blitz classes. So that's all of them. You didn't miss anything, and toodaloo.